and in this video you're going to learn how to play Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And in this version we're going to play it without a capo, so you won't need a capo to play this version. Although if you play along with the CD, you'll need to place your capo on the 3rd fret. Okay, here we go. So let's start with the finger picking in this song and take a close look at my fingers. This video starts in home position. I have a video about home position that you can watch to learn more about that. But suffice it to say, you just put your thumb on the 5th string like this. Then you put your index finger on the 3rd string. And you put your middle finger on the 2nd string. And you put your ring finger on the 1st string. And that is home position. And that's where your fingers will be for the entire song. The fingers will never move to any other strings. The index finger will always play string 3 every time string 3 is played. No other finger will ever play string 3. And the index finger will never play any other string other than string 3. Same story with the middle finger. The middle finger will always play string 2 and will never go anywhere else. The thumb, however, is the traveler. The thumb may play string 6 or string 5 or string 4. So the thumb may travel across the 3 bass strings. But notice that doesn't affect the fingers though. Okay, now let's learn the finger pattern. It's a 4-note pattern, and here we go. You start with the thumb plucking string 5, followed by the index finger plucking string 3. Then the thumb plays string 4. Then finally the middle finger plays string 2. So we are playing thumb, index, thumb, middle. And we are playing string 5, string 3, string 4, and string 2. Notice that my ring finger doesn't play any notes in this song. However, I am touching the string there just to help hold my hand in position. So even though that finger doesn't play any notes, it helps me to hold my hand in the exact same position throughout the whole song. Okay, now also notice that when I play with my thumb, my fingers are still in position to play. They're touching the strings. They're not floating out in space like this. They're ready to play. And notice when my index finger plays, my middle finger is still ready to go. Okay, so when you put all that together, it sounds like this. Okay, practice that 4-note pattern over and over. You may want to just play this for about 10 minutes a day until you get the muscle memory. You want your fingers to be able to play this without much concentration from your mind. You want to be able to play this and look away and not look down at the strings. Okay, how about a little faster? If I'm going too fast for you, then stop this lesson, hit pause, and play it over and over until you can get as fast as me. It might take you 5 minutes, it might take you a few days, it might take you a week. If you play it every day though, you'll get used to it. Okay, now let's move on to the chords. Okay, now let's learn the chords for Landslide. The first chord is a basic C chord, which I'm sure that you know. So finger your basic C chord like this, and then play your finger picking pattern twice. The next move is to play a G/B. Let's learn that. You take your 2nd finger and you place it on the 2nd fret on the A string. Then you take your pinky finger and you place it on the 3rd fret on the B string. Why am I using my second finger and my pinky finger? Because those are the closest fingers, and it equals the least amount of motion to get there by using these two fingers. I don't want to use finger 1 and 3. That's too big of a move. If I use finger 2 and 4, I can do it and hardly move my hand or my fingers. So finger 2 and 4 play this chord, and that's a G/B. Play your finger picking pattern twice. Okay, then you play A minor 7. A minor 7 is finger 1 is on the B string on the 1st fret, and finger 2 is on the D string, 2nd fret. And you play your finger picking pattern twice. Okay, now that you're done with all 3 chords, you backtrack and you go back to the G/B again. There you go. So this song, or the verse of this song, is made up of 4 measures that repeat over and over. The first measure is a C chord. The second measure is a G/B. The third measure is A minor 7. And the fourth measure is back to G/B. There it is. Then you start over and repeat the whole process again. Let's play it together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, the number one thing to watch out for when practicing this song is this. What is the last note of each pattern? Think about that for a moment. As you play each pattern, you get 4 notes and another 4 notes, so you get 8 notes like this. Now, what is the last note you play right before you switch? It's this note, string 2. Okay, so there's a danger that you could accidentally make this bad sound. Did you hear it? I let go of that note. I abandoned the note so that I could switch to the next chord. It's not so good. Even if I get the next chord to sound good, I've already kind of miffed a note. I whiffed a note there. I buzzed it. So I'm going to want to hold that note. I think I'll just hold my finger there while I try to set up for the next chord. In fact, I'll go ahead and put my second finger on and I'll start playing. Hey, now's a good time to put the pinky in there since I'm playing that particular string, since I'm playing the second string. So I'm not going to place my pinky on the G/B chord until it's literally time to play that specific note. I'm holding this finger, I'm putting finger 2 on. Now's the time to add the pinky. Okay, let's work on that again. Here we go. So we're starting on C. Hold that last note, put finger 2 on. Time to add the pinky right now. Okay, same story here. The last note we play in this pattern is the pinky, and then we have to switch to A minor 7. So we're playing along, and we hold that pinky note out like this. Start to get ready for A minor 7 now. Now it's time to take the pinky away and play finger 1. Only when it's time to play that specific note. Let's rehearse that again. Hold the pinky, start playing A minor 7. Now switch the pinky. Okay, and then the same story here. Pinky now. So the notes on the second string will only change when it's time to play the second string. If you don't do it that way, then you're going to make this sound, and it's not going to sound good. Notice how I'm always missing the last note. You don't want to miss the last note of every chord. You want to hold the last note of every chord. It's going to sound much smoother that way. Okay, one way you can rehearse that is just play the first chord and hold that finger, and then start playing the next chord. And then ask yourself, when do I put this note on? The answer is when it's time to pluck the second string. Okay, that is a pretty advanced concept, but I think you'll get it with some practice. And there you go, there's the first verse of Landslide. Have fun and send me a request. See you next time.